On this episode of Win TV, we explore the man who gave our school its name.
And in sports news, how football players live the motto, be the one on and off the field.
I'm Madison Burke.
And I'm Mason Ogden. Win TV starts now.
Whataburger has been ingrained in Wakeland's culture since the beginning.
Noah Mack provides insight on how this fast food restaurant has impacted the students here at Wakeland.
Originating in Texas, Whataburger has spanned nearly 70 years as a family-owned fast food chain. That family has opened its doors to Wakeland students and provides a welcoming environment.
I would say about, on average, we have anywhere from 20 to 50 students on a regular basis. On a Friday night, it can be upwards of 100, 150 students.
You can come in here and you can socialize in a safe environment.
This tends to be the spot that people gather around just because it's been there for you for your whole life.
I feel good about they know that they can come here and it's okay.
Whataburger has become an important Wakeland tradition, whether it be picking up breakfast before school or celebrating after a big game. Wolverines have adopted this spot as a local cultural hub for socializing and just getting together.
I think it's just a good place to come for after games, and it matches our school colors.
It's been a tradition for as long as we've been coming to school, especially for the seniors.
I think it just allows people to get together and hang out and just kind of be a family.
I don't know, it's just common culture for students to come in here and mingle after football games, win or lose.
The tight-knit atmosphere of Whataburger, a cold drink, and some fries seems to fuel school spirit and bring Wakeland students together. I'm Noah Mack for Win TV.
Some degree of stress is a normal part of life. It's when our stress exceeds a manageable level that problems arise. A 2018 survey by the Pew Research Center found that 70% of 13 to 17-year-olds feel that anxiety and depression is a major problem in their community.
Jack Gingrich talks about how students can recognize and cope with harmful stress, anxiety, and depression.
I struggle day to day, getting up in the mornings, and it's tough to keep positive throughout the day. My symptoms started around middle school, but they got really bad around 9th grade, my first time around, and I really started having bad thoughts and just wanted to kind of end it because I was tired of life.
Anxiety, feeling anxious is normal. We all have anxious moments in our lives.
Anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the United States, affecting 40 million adults ages 18 and older. Anxiety disorders are highly treatable, yet only 36.9% of those suffering receive treatment.
Anxiety, if we are in that for a chronic period of time, we are pumping all kinds of hormones out.
To treat your anxiety at home, getting good sleep, deep breathing, and meditating can help you calm down.
There are several different methods to help those who are suffering from the symptoms of anxiety. Things that are proven to work would be a combination of talk therapy, possibly medication.
Something that's really helped me is I found a really strong friend group that I've kept all throughout my life, and really just try to discuss with your friends the outlooks on life and try to find a positive way to think about things, even if they seem grim.
If you feel like you or a friend needs professional help with anxiety, depression, or suicidal ideation, please call the suicide hotline at 1-800-273-8255 or contact the local police. I'm Isabel Pateman, reporting for Win TV.
Wakeland High School has been around since 2006, but who gave it its name?
Emma Rasmussen digs deep into the history behind our school and reveals the person behind it all.
I think my father's effect on Frisco ISD was that he set the stage for the growth in Frisco.
He took us from being a smaller district into being this larger district.
From the words of Miss Reba Carroll, longtime secretary to Dr. Wakeland and namesake for Carroll Elementary, Dr. Wakeland was a man who brought people together, hired amazing faculty and staff, and was a visionary leader that made FISD the exemplary school district it is today.
I got the job in in Frisco in 1978, and I was a superintendent here from 78 to 97, 19 years.
Some of Dr. Wakeland's accomplishments include instituting teacher workrooms with individual cubicles, computer labs in all schools, and passing several bond issues. Under Dr. Wakeland, Rogers Elementary, Kurtzinger Elementary, and Frisco High School were built.
Real proud of some things that we did, and I started the small school trend, and we're going to limit our elementary schools to 800 students, and our middle school to about 1,500, and the high schools to about 2,000.
He had this vision that he had formulated, and I know along with Dr. Reedy as well, that the key to a successful education for kids was that they're involved and that they feel like they're a part of something.
He would attend every event that kids had in Frisco, so every extracurricular event, whether it was an athletic event, a band concert, an ag show. He went to all the banquets. He was always very involved in the schools with the kids and with the staff. And so I still see that today, that relationships are the core of what we believe in Frisco, and so I think that that's a legacy that he's left.
If I could tell the students what would I want to say, if I could tell them anything, and I would just tell them to realize the opportunity that you have in Frisco, and always continue your education.
Not only can Dr. Wakeland's legacy be seen in the structure of Frisco ISD, it can also be seen in our school colors.
I was called one day, it was kind of funny, I was called one day about the colors for Wakeland High School. They were trying to determine what those were going to be. And at the time, Frisco was still pretty small, and every high school that opened had to have the color blue. And that was because the original Frisco High School was blue and gold, and so blue kind of became representative of Frisco ISD in general. I told them, I said, my dad bleeds orange because he went to the University of Texas. Now it's burnt orange, but he bleeds orange.
And when asked about the naming of Wakeland High, Dr. Justin Wakeland had nothing but gratitude.
That's probably the highest achievement I ever got, and I'm most proud of it. And I appreciate the recognition.
Dr. Wakeland,
so I'm just real proud to have my name on it.
I'm Emma Rasmussen for WIN TV.
Every year, our football team chooses a motto to bring the team together.
Landon Smith reports on what exactly this motto means and what our players do to follow it.
Football is the ultimate team sport. In order for a group to excel, each player must execute their job. And with the motto of this year's team being Be the One, teamwork and leadership are the focal points that drive these players to succeed.
Well, each year we try to choose a theme that we think will be good for the following year, and we give the players input on it, and coaches have input. Sometimes parents will even give us ideas, and so it has a lot of meanings. It goes in a lot of directions, but for us, it's the perfect theme, we think, in 2019.
Many players have found themselves in new leadership roles and are embracing the Be the One mentality in different ways, whether that be on or off the field.
I feel like everyone is trying to go that extra mile and do that extra thing to help out the team and really be the one that puts our team over the edge of success.
I feel like be the one can mean a few different things. So, be the one doesn't have to mean making the game-winning touchdown. It could be getting your block so that the running back could get an extra 5 yards.
We've embraced the Be the One mentality by putting in extra work, not letting our opponents get to our head. Just because they're a playoff team doesn't mean that we cannot put our full effort into it and try to beat them at everything we can.
To me, Be the One means that there's so many opportunities to help the team, and you should take it upon yourself to really be the one and to do what you can to help out the team the most you can.
Be the one to me means I have to be the one at my job. I have to be the one that they can count on me. Well, I'm just the long snapper, but the long snapper is my position. I need to be the one that's great at that position.
We've tried to just really talk to them about what that really means and how this theme can impact not only our football team, but impact them for the rest of their lives. Because in life, you have to make those choices. Am I going to be the one with a positive outlook? Am I going to be the one who steps up and leads? And so, those are all good thoughts that come from that theme.
Through their grit, teamwork, and leadership, these players have set an example for not only their team, but for every student at Wakeland. I'm Landon Smith for WIN TV.
Social media is a major factor in our lives, the most current popular app being TikTok.
Riley Chester gets a vision from famous TikTokers at Wakeland on how they handle with the popularity and how it affects their social life.
2019 has been the year of upcoming social media stars, from our fellow Wolverines becoming TikTok famous to having over 6,000 followers on Instagram. But how has this internet fame affected student life? TikTok is the latest media outlet for student expression. It became a hit with people's 15-second videos of lip syncing.
I kind of just started TikTok as a joke. I never thought I would ever get followers on it or get famous. I kind of like to joke around a lot, and that was a fun way to like copy people and joke around with it. But I feel like I get made fun of at school because of it.
It probably could affect my college application. People saw it, but not really in a good way.
Fame can often come with negative effects. Some people brought into these viral videos didn't want the attention.
Kids come up to me at random places and get my number somehow. Kids will DM me on Instagram. It's kind of weird. I'm kind of creeped out.
I thought I was going to become famous one day, but not for like this. I wasn't even trying to become famous off of that TikTok.
I don't want to be famous on TikTok. That's kind of embarrassing to me. My friends made fun of me, and I was getting flamed.
TikTok, while still fairly new, has given many people a chance at fame. However, these Wakeland stars are a testimony that not all that glitters is gold. I'm Riley Chester for WinTV.
Wakeland is home to a wide variety of students and many unique ideas.
Emma Bass reports on the students in Wakeland who have become entrepreneurs through their creative ideas.
Hallie Shank has made over 2,000 cake pops and 300 cupcakes this year through her business, The Royal Whisk.
I created my business about 3 years ago when I was in 7th grade.
Shank started her business shortly after her grandmother passed away and continued her love of baking through the generations.
So first I bake a cake, and after the cake is cool, I've crumbled the cake and I mix the cake with a little bit of frosting. After that, I roll them into cake ball portions. After I've chilled them, I insert sticks into them and I dip them into melted chocolate. And then after that, I decorate them to how the customer would like.
This Wakeland sophomore, who has had a passion for baking, has turned her hobby into a legitimate student-run business.
A basic cake pop for just a drizzle is $1.50, and then depending if the customer wants a different design, the price can range, and then a basic cupcake is $2. You can order them at my website at www.theroyalwhist.com.
If you're interested in starting a business of your own, like Hallie, Wakeland DECA offers the opportunity to learn and grow as an entrepreneur for students with a passion for business. DECA meets next on September 25th. I'm Emma Bass for WinTV.
And next is a special shout out to our Wolverine of the Week,
Michael Callahan.
Being class president and on the football team in school really just mean a lot to me, because coming as a freshman, you want to be able to be known from everyone. You kind of want to have your own face in the school, and I feel like I can't go 10 minutes without seeing somebody I know. I know everybody, and it's fun just to be able to say hi to anybody I want to. I'm Mike Callahan, and I'm Wolverine of the Week.
And that's all for this week's episode of WinTV.
For more in-depth articles and the stories featured in today's episode, visit wakelandaccess.com, our online news website.
Stay forever orange and blue, and have a great weekend, Wolverines.